Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. I'm back from what was a fun evening last night. I had the opportunity to address a local fishing club. It's called the Saltwater Anglers of Bergen County. It's a club that I belong to, and they're up in North Jersey. And they have great experiences there from the places that they fish. They not only fish off of the New Jersey coast, they also fish off of Long Island, going all the way out to Montauk on occasion. And they also take some club trips all the way up to Rhode Island and Massachusetts to go fish cod and pollock and things like that. So a fun group of folks. I generally like to support my local fishing clubs, so I typically will take a membership in those, even if I don't have an active membership. And the other night they had asked me to come up and talk about how to service your reels and get them ready for storage at the end of the season, how to take care of your fishing equipment and the like, and an enjoyable time was had by all. Well, in preparation for that, I was they told me that they were going to let the members know that I would be there, and if you wanted to have your reels serviced, kind of bring them along. So I thought I would share with you the reels that some of those members dropped off, and well, we'll try and do videos on some of the ones that maybe I haven't done before. So the first one comes up from the club, and I guess it's taped over here. This is an Okuma Classic. This one seems to be in very nice condition. No anti-reverse. Interesting. So how you have a beautiful reel like that doesn't have an anti-reverse is beyond me, but it doesn't have an anti-reverse. And I've done the Classic before, and we'll see if I have time to do a video on that one. It's a little bit of a different model, and sometimes folks want to be model specific in terms of that. Well, the next one I know a little bit about because the individual was at the meeting last night, dropped this off to me, and well, we have a problem here. This is an Yvette. This is the Yvette 5.3. I may have even worked on this reel at one point in the past. We have a problem here. The lever is not moving, but you can see there's an awful lot of missing pieces here. What he tells me is that the reel was dropped on deck. This thing exploded somehow, probably this piece, because he probably just over-tightened it on the way back. There's been washers lost. He said the handle, the knob on the handle broke, and so he just removed the handle. But I'm thinking that we have a misset lever on the reel. The spool itself is turning. We have a lot of braid bunching here. That always tells me, if you look at something like this, it always tells me that we probably do not have any backing on this braided reel. This is very loose, almost feels like like a cotton fabric on a t-shirt, but it shouldn't be doing that. And usually that means that there's an issue with not backing that reel with monofilament below. And then this one is a general service of the reel, and he's got this wrapped around here. And it's kind of hard to see where the braid is, but this is turning very slowly, as you can see. I'm thinking we probably have braid wrapped underneath here. I'm almost wondering if we don't have the same condition here with the backing of the braid. But we'll take care of those, and we'll try and do one on that Yvette, although I have another series of Yvettes that came in. I'll share them with you, and they're probably better examples to do that. Okay, the next one up then was I believe this is a Corsair Shimano Corvallis. This is a Corvallis. I just did the Corvallis video. This one's not turning at all, or turning very, got a lot of issues with this one. Not turning. This is stuck in free spool. The free spool does work, but the rest of it doesn't seem that we don't have a return button on that, but we do have a little bit of a drive here, and that makes sense because it's a direct drive on the right hand side. Probably see, I'll go back, check the other video. I just did one of those, and if you want to see that, just search my library for it, and you will find the ones I'm referencing. Well, we got a couple more. I believe these are Okumas here. Oh, they're not. This is a Shimano Charter Special. if I'm not mistaken. It's the Charter Special. Really nice reel. This is the lever drag version of the reel. I like these a lot. This is nice and clean. Seems to be running right, and all I was asked to do was to tune that one up. Maybe we'll do the video on this. And here's a classic. This is the same one that we just saw in the box. It doesn't have the anti-reverse. So one or the other of those may become the subject of a video. Well, if you want to see these, the best way to do that then is to go ahead and to hit that subscription button, and then hit the notification button from that, and that one certainly will tell you when I am posting. Well, here's a bigger one. This is the Okuma Classic. It's the 450. This is the largest in the Leverline series. And to those of you that have watched the channel before, you know inside of this it's very close to the Shakespeare Tidewater mechanics. And the Tidewater was the 30L. This is a 450. It says it's a little bit larger, but regardless of that, it's a very close between the two. Well, we got 3 reels in here. I think I had mentioned before on the Yvette's. Is this the Yvette? This is a Saltist. This is the Daiwa Saltist. I'd turn it, but it's kind of buttoned down there. And I haven't done a Saltist in a while, so probably we'll do that one. I'm looking for the model number. I'm not seeing it. These are Korean-made reels. There's 2 of those. So I'll try and do a Saltist video for you. And again, if you subscribe and hit that notification button, that's the best way to see the ones that I'm doing. Oh, we've got another 2 here. These they had asked me to get these ready for the blackfishing season. I don't think that there's anything wrong with these. This is the small frame Calcutta. It's the 200 series. I also have a 400 series. I think that's probably in the next bag, but we have a 200 series Calcutta. I like those narrow frame reels. I like them for casting from shore. And then we have the Accurist. It's a Quantum Accurist. And some of the folks out here are starting to use these as the saltwater. Inshore saltwater. Well, it appears we have an issue here with the free spooling. We've pushed down on that button, but we're not getting a trip. So we'll have to deal with that one. I don't do that many low profile reels, so I will try to do a video on that one for everybody. And then finally, one from that club. It's another lever drag reel. This one may be the Okuma, I'm not sure. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got the Charter Special as the lever drag. This one is very odd. We should have a free spool here, and yet we're cranking away. As you can see on the free spool, this is still turning. That's not something that should be happening. That's usually a misset of the adjuster button, but we'll take that apart and service that. I will check my my video libraries, and if that's the case, if you have that, I will certainly try and make the video on that one. Well, that's the ones that the club has dropped off, and I can't wait to get started on them. Unfortunately, most of these folks have kind of packed it up for their season, and they've given me the ability to kind of work them in as scheduled. Well, before we leave these, I have another drop-off that came in. This is where I was saying I have a couple more Yvettes. I have an Yvette SXJ. Like these reels a lot. Tommy dropped these off. Nice reel. He wants that for blackfishing. I have a Gander Mountain reel here. Well, I have 2 Gander Mountain reels here. Trying to find the other one. Here it is. The Gander Mountain went out of business. You now have Gander Outdoors. This one has got a bail arm that I should have a line roller at a minimum, line roller and bearing, and a screw that's missing. Gander Mountain you can no longer get the parts for, so I'm not quite sure what it is. And we have a second one here as well for that. Tommy also dropped off a Stratic. It's the general service. This is the 4000 FH, one of my favorite reels in the Stratic line. I like them a lot. This one simply needs a tune-up. The only thing, if I have a concern about this model of the Stratic, is that this wire bail tends to be a little frail. You can see kind of how it got bumped and and kind of scored around here. That should be even, not bent up like that, but that happens from time to time. He's also given me a 4600 live liner. This is Penn's. I'm not sure which one this one is, but Spin Fisher, but what version I don't know. This one has the manual release and lockdown, so they've at least done something to eliminate a lot of the issues that we had with that. I wonder if it's the Slammer live liner because it has that Slammer base in there. But regardless, I'll do a video on that one just because a lot of folks like to see it. And we got one more here, and this is the Yvette. It's the SX 5.3. This is probably what the other one should have looked like, the blue one. But overall, this is a nice reel, and Tommy takes care of his reels, so it's always good. But you can see they are fished heavy. I don't know if it's coming through here, but there's a lot of dirt and that's on here. He's getting ready. He's been fishing the striped bass season up here. He's getting ready to stow some of these reels, and as I talked to that fishing club the other night, there's a lot of things you should do at the end of the season. Taking care of your reels is one of them before you put them in storage. And well, I'll be doing my best to help Tommy out there as well. So I hope you have enjoyed the previews of these. Again, the best way to see these is to subscribe and to hit that notification button. If there's any of these reels that I showed that I don't plan to do the video on, please leave a note in the comment section. I'll be happy to try and fit that into my video schedule. And to all of our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for everything that it is that you're doing. To everybody, please stay safe, stay well, and stay watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.